Name?
Yoga Scott.
Position?
Centre mid.
Where are you from?
North Wales.
How long have you been at Crewe?
This will be my 6th year now.
What are your strengths?
Long passing and running with the ball.
What have you got to work on?
Probably defensive awareness.
Who's your role model and why?
Steven Gerrard, because I support Liverpool and it's the position I play. So.
And why did you choose to sign for Crewe?
Because I like the way that all of the academy players are given opportunities within the first team, and it's a good place to produce players.
Name?
Billy Baker.
Position?
Right back.
Where are you from?
League.
How long have you been at Crewe?
10 months.
What are your strengths as a player?
Probably 1v1 defending, like a tackle.
What do you need to work on them?
Left foot crossing.
Who's your role model and why?
Probably Ryan Shawcross. Grew up watching Stoke, so looked up to him.
And why have you signed for Crewe?
Because I like how they bring academy players through to the first team.
Name?
Francis Leather.
Position?
Centre back.
Where are you from?
Liverpool.
How long have you been at Crewe?
8 years.
What are your strengths?
1v1 defending.
And what have you got to work on?
Weak foot.
Who's your role model and why?
Steven Gerrard, because of how passionate he was when he played.
And why have you chosen to sign for Crewe?
Been here for a long time, get along with my teammates and the coaches.
Name?
Frank Vaughan Evans.
Position?
Striker.
Where are you from?
Codwen in North Wales.
How long have you been at Crewe?
About 2 years now.
What are your strengths as a player?
I'd say running behind and finishing balls off through the midfielders.
And what have you got to work on?
Probably my receiving work, just back against players, holding the ball up.
Who's your role model and why?
Probably Harry Wilson, because he comes from the same little town as me, and he's made it so far. So.
And why was Crewe the right place for you?
I came from grassroots and Crewe invested in me, gave me an opportunity, so just love the club and the project and everything.
Name?
Owen Taylor.
Position?
Centre mid.
Where are you from?
Nantwich.
How long have you been at Crewe?
About 10 years.
What are your strengths?
Running with the ball and passing.
And what do you need to work on?
Weak foot.
Who's your role model and why?
Gerrard, because it's a similar position, I like how he plays.
And why did you choose to sign for Crewe?
Because I feel comfortable here and I trust the coaches with my development.
Name?
Frank Church.
Position?
Striker.
Where are you from?
Handforth.
How long have you been at Crewe?
4 years.
What are your strengths?
Shooting, close control, strength,
What do you need to work on?
weak foot.
Who's your role model and why?
Sergio Aguero, because supported City when I was young and scored loads of goals.
And why have you signed for Crewe?
Good at bringing players through and close to the coaches.
Name?
Isaac Irwin.
Position?
Centre back.
Where are you from?
St Helens.
How long have you been at Crewe?
About 2 months.
What are your strengths?
Probably my speed and my 1v1 defending.
And what do you need to work on?
My spatial awareness and probably my communication as well.
Who's your role model and why?
Ronaldo, because I love his mentality and yeah.
And why did you choose to sign for Crewe?
Because I know how good they are at developing young players, putting them in the first team, so it's just a good opportunity.
Name?
Dominic James.
Position?
Goalkeeper.
Where are you from?
I'm Irish, from Mullingar.
How long have you been at Crewe?
3-4 years.
What are your strengths?
My strengths are shot stopping and one-on-ones.
And what do you need to work on?
My left foot distribution.
Who's your role model and why?
Role model, Manuel Neuer, because he's changed the game and he's a great sweeper keeper.
And why have you signed for Crewe?
Signed for Crewe because the coaches are excellent, pushing up to the first team, and good goalkeeping coach Fred Barmer helped me develop a lot.
Name?
Aidan Thorpe,
Position?
left back,
Where are you from?
in Manchester,
How long have you been at Crewe?
3 years,
What are your strengths?
pace,
What have you got to work on?
weak foot,
Who's your role model and why?
Marcus Rashford because of the impact he has on the football world,
And why have you chosen to sign for Crewe?
because of the production they have with the youth players.
Name?
Ethan Roberts,
Position?
winger,
Where are you from?
Birmingham,
How long have you been at Crewe?
about 5 months.
What are your strengths?
Pace, running behind and dribbling.
What have you got to work on?
Probably my weak foot.
Who's your role model and why?
Neymar, because just enjoyed watching him growing up.
And why have you chosen to sign for Crewe?
I think they've got a good pathway to the first team, and I enjoy playing here.
Name,
Alfie Jones-Mellor,
position,
centre midfield,
where are you from?
Crewe,
How long have you been at Crewe?
12 years,
What are your strengths as a player?
techniques and decision making,
What do you need to work on?
physicality and shooting,
Who's your role model and why?
Wayne Rooney for his desire to win,
And why have you chosen to sign for Crewe?
because the coaches are good and they get good players into the first team.
Name,
Patrick,
position,
left wing, right wing,
where you from,
Wrexham,
how long you been at Crewe,
6 months,
what are your strengths,
1v1s,
what do you need to work on,
defending.
who's your role model and why,
Ronaldo, just grew up watching them.
why have you signed for Crewe?
The way they develop plays,